Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intricate web of drama, danger, and transformation swirling around Sonny Corinthos and the ever-evolving world of General Hospital. As Port Charles faces unprecedented upheaval, we'll unravel how shifting alliances, explosive secrets, and personal crises are reshaping the lives of its most iconic residents. A city on edge, the WSB's shadow and new power players. Port Charles is no stranger to intrigue, but recent months have seen the city's underworld and power structure thrown into chaos. The arrival of Jen Sidwell, rumored to be a covert WSB agent, has sent ripples through the criminal and law enforcement communities alike. Sidwell's calm exterior belies a dangerous agenda, and his uncanny knowledge of Port Charles's criminal underbelly has made him a formidable adversary for Sonny Corinthos. Adding to the tension, WSB Chief Jack Brennan, now portrayed by Chris McKenna, has not only taken a personal interest in Sonny's ex but has also recruited his former stepdaughter into the bureau, intertwining personal vendettas with professional schemes. The World Security Bureau, WSB, long a shadowy force in Port Charles, is ramping up its presence, with covert operations and clandestine power plays threatening to destabilize established loyalties. Sidwell's pursuit of Sonny's peer property and his rumored involvement in the penthouse bombing have escalated the stakes, leaving Sonny and his family exposed to new levels of peril. The city itself seems to be holding its breath, with even Mayor Laura Collins feeling the strain as her friendship with Sonny puts her in the crosshairs of these escalating conflicts. Family under siege, the Corinthos children's dangerous paths. The Corinthos family, once a symbol of resilience, now teeters on the brink of tragedy. Sonny's adult children are each facing their own battles, with the specter of loss looming large over them. Michael Corinthos, gravely injured in the penthouse explosion, clings to life as his loved ones rally by his bedside, the emotional toll threatening to fracture already strained relationships. Dante Falconeri, reeling from personal loss, finds himself drifting, his grief threatening to lead him down a destructive road. Christina Corinthos Davis, fragile from recent trauma, stands at the precipice of a breakdown, her pain threatening to manifest in unpredictable and potentially dangerous ways. The family's unity is further tested by external pressures, custody battles, betrayals, and the ever-present threat of violence. Sonny's ongoing conflict with Ava Jerome over their daughter Avery has devolved into a bitter legal struggle, each court appearance further eroding his health and resolve. The trauma of these compounded crises has left the Corinthos clan more vulnerable than ever, their future uncertain as they navigate a landscape fraught with peril. Sonny's health crisis, a mob boss at a crossroads. At the heart of this turmoil lies Sonny Corinthos himself, the once indomitable mob boss now facing his most formidable adversary, his own failing heart. Months of worsening cardiac issues have culminated in a dire prognosis. Sonny must undergo a life-saving procedure, likely the placement of a pacemaker, to stave off the relentless march of his illness. Yet, true to form, Sonny has delayed the surgery, prioritizing the safety of his family and the stability of his empire over his own well-being. The stress of his criminal life, combined with the relentless attacks from rivals like Sidwell, has exacerbated Sonny's condition, pushing him to the brink of a medical emergency. The secrecy surrounding his health, kept from all but his closest confidants, has only increased the risk, as any sign of weakness could invite disaster from enemies eager to seize control. The possibility of sabotage looms large, with Sidwell rumored to be plotting an attack during Sonny's surgery, raising the specter of a catastrophic outcome that could reshape the power dynamics of Port Charles. Behind the scenes, writing shakeups and a new creative vision. While the on-screen drama reaches fever pitch, seismic changes behind the scenes have set the stage for a bold new era of storytelling. The past year has seen a revolving door of head writers, with Elizabeth Corte and Chris Van Etten now steering the creative direction of General Hospital. Their collaborative approach promises a volatile and sexy future for Port Charles, with a renewed focus on expanding storylines and deepening character arcs. This creative renaissance comes at a crucial time, as the show marks over 6 decades on the air. The new writing team, praised for their deep knowledge of GH history and commitment to diversity, has been tasked with honoring the show's legacy while propelling it into uncharted territory. Their vision is already evident in the intricate plotting and heightened emotional stakes that have defined recent episodes, ensuring that General Hospital remains a must-watch for longtime fans and newcomers alike. Explosive storylines and the road ahead. The coming weeks promise even more shocking twists and turns. Michael Corinthos' exit arc is poised to leave a lasting impact, with questions swirling about the fate of his family and the void his departure will create. The downfall of villains like Cyrus Renaud is anticipated, as justice and retribution become central themes in the ongoing saga of Port Charles. Meanwhile, the possibility of a Sonny and Carly reunion simmers beneath the surface, with Sonny's health crisis and potential retirement from the mob opening the door to new romantic possibilities and a reimagined family dynamic. Speculation abounds about the ultimate fate of Sonny Corinthos. Will he survive the surgery and choose to walk away from the mob, prioritizing his family and health over power and revenge? Or will the relentless pressures of his world draw him back into the fray, risking everything for one last stand? The answers remain tantalizingly out of reach, but one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same. A legacy of transformation. General Hospital's enduring appeal lies in its ability to evolve, blending timeless themes of love, betrayal, and redemption with fresh narratives that reflect the complexities of modern life. As Sonny Corinthos faces his greatest challenge yet, the show invites viewers to reflect on the cost of power, the fragility of family, and the possibility of renewal in the face of overwhelming odds. Next, we will unravel the tangled web of drama, secrets, and shifting alliances that have rocked Port Charles this week, focusing on Willow Corinthos' journey and the explosive fallout surrounding her decisions. A deadly plot in the shadows, Sonny's hospital ordeal. As the week unfolds, the atmosphere at General Hospital is thick with tension and danger. Sonny Corinthos, a central figure in Port Charles, finds himself vulnerable in a hospital bed following open-heart surgery. Unbeknownst to him, a sinister plot is brewing. Sidwell, leveraging inside information unwittingly provided by Natalia Ramirez, orchestrates a chilling assassination attempt. A mysterious nurse, not part of the legitimate medical staff, enters Sonny's room with a lethal injection. The hospital, usually a place of healing, becomes a battleground where trust is scarce and every shadow hides a potential threat. This plotline not only heightens the suspense but also exposes the far-reaching consequences of loose lips and fractured loyalties. Natalia's inadvertent betrayal, prompted by her own desperation after being confronted and fired by her colleagues at Deception, sets off a chain reaction. Her downfall, engineered by Sidwell, is a stark reminder of how easily people can be manipulated when they are isolated and vulnerable. Natalia Ramirez's fall from grace, the price of secrets. Natalia's world crumbles as her past catches up with her. Once a respected figure at Deception, she is confronted by Maxie Jones, Lucy Coe, and Brooklyn Quartermain, who have uncovered her connection to her ex-husband Jen Sidwell. The confrontation is brutal, stripping Natalia of her allies and position. Sidwell, lurking in the background, revels in her desperation, knowing that people are most pliable when they have nothing left to lose. Natalia's firing reverberates through the community. The women of Deception, though united in their decision, are left questioning their own vulnerabilities. The power dynamics shift, and the vacuum left by Natalia's exit creates new opportunities and new dangers. The narrative explores how the exposure of secrets can destroy reputations and how, in the world of Port Charles, even the most carefully guarded truths eventually come to light. Molly Lansing Davis's shocking discovery, family ties tested. While chaos erupts elsewhere, Molly Lansing Davis faces her own crisis. After supporting her sister Christina Corinthos Davis through Rick Lansing's accident, Molly stumbles upon a document that threatens to upend her understanding of her family. The paper, possibly related to a plan to commit Christina, horrifies Molly and forces her to confront the reality that things are not as they seem within her family. This subplot delves into the complexities of familial trust and the consequences of decisions made in moments of fear or desperation. Alexis Davis's earlier change of heart regarding the commitment paper may not have been enough to keep it hidden, and Molly's discovery could ignite a new round of conflict among the Davis women. The tension underscores the fragile nature of family bonds in Port Charles, where love and betrayal often go hand in hand. Willow's journey to Germany, a reckoning with Michael. The heart of the week's drama centers on Willow Tate Corinthos' decision to travel to Germany to confront her estranged husband, Michael Corinthos. Michael, still recovering from severe burns in the Baden-Baden clinic, represents both a source of pain and unresolved love for Willow. Her journey is not just physical but deeply emotional, as she prepares to face the consequences of her recent choices. Willow's visit is fraught with uncertainty. She carries with her the weight of recently signed guardianship papers, documents that could determine the future of Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, as well as Scout Kane. The prospect of Michael's reaction looms large, especially as Willow herself begins to question whether she has made a grave mistake by aligning with Drew Kane and excluding Michael from crucial decisions. The reunion between Willow and Michael is anticipated to be a turning point. Their interactions, charged with unresolved feelings and the specter of their impending divorce, force Willow to re-evaluate her actions. The narrative explores themes of regret, forgiveness, and the enduring complexity of love, even in the face of betrayal. Drew Kane's ulterior motives, the Guardian's dilemma. Drew Kane's role in the unfolding drama is anything but straightforward. While he presents himself as a protector of Willow and her children, questions about his true intentions persist. Trina Robinson and Curtis Ashford, observing Drew's interactions with Kai Taylor, suspect that Drew's altruism may mask a hidden agenda, possibly tied to his political ambitions or personal vendettas. Willow's decision to grant Drew guardianship over her children, and potentially over Scout Kane, is a move fraught with risk. The arrangement, meant to provide security, instead sows seeds of distrust. Drew's insistence on keeping Wiley and Amelia away from Carly and others only deepens the rift within the Corinthos family. The storyline interrogates the nature of guardianship not just as a legal responsibility, but as a test of character and loyalty. Jason Morgan, the reluctant peacemaker. Amidst the turmoil, Jason Morgan emerges as a rare voice of reason. Known for his calm demeanor and practical wisdom, Jason becomes the confidant Willow turns to in her hour of need. He advises her to confront Michael directly, emphasizing the importance of transparency and communication for the sake of the children. Jason's involvement is not without complications. His history with Carly Spencer, who recently clashed violently with Willow, adds another layer of tension. Jason's presence at a critical moment prevented Carly from physically attacking Willow, highlighting his role as a stabilizing force in a family on the brink of collapse. Yet, his efforts to broker peace are constantly undermined by the deep-seated animosities and shifting alliances that define Port Charles. Carly Spencer's fury, a mother's wrath unleashed. Carly Spencer's reaction to Willow's actions is nothing short of explosive. Outraged by Willow's decision to move in with Drew Kane and exclude Michael from key decisions about their children, Carly confronts Willow in a confrontation that nearly turns violent. Only Jason's timely intervention prevents the situation from escalating further. Carly's anger is fueled by a sense of betrayal, not just on behalf of her son Michael, but as a grandmother determined to protect Wiley and Amelia. Her threats to take the children away from Willow underscore the high stakes of the custody battle that looms on the horizon. Carly's willingness to risk alliances, particularly with Nina Reeves, demonstrates her single-minded focus on her family, even at the cost of personal relationships. Willow's internal struggle, guilt, regret, and the search for redemption. At the core of the week's events is Willow's profound internal struggle. Ostracized by those she once considered allies, Willow is forced to confront the consequences of her actions. Both the affair that shattered her marriage and the decisions that jeopardized her children's future. Her appeal to Jason for help is a testament to her desperation and her desire to make amends. Willow's journey is marked by self-doubt and a longing for forgiveness. The narrative delves into her psyche, exploring how guilt and regret can drive people to seek redemption, even when the path forward is uncertain. As she prepares to face Michael, Willow is haunted by the possibility that her choices may have caused irreparable harm, not just to herself, but to those she loves most. A community in turmoil, the ripple effects. The events of the week do not occur in isolation. Each character's choices send ripples through the community, affecting relationships and alliances in unexpected ways. The drama at Deception, the power struggles within the Corinthos family, and the personal crises faced by Molly and Christina all intersect, creating a tapestry of conflict and intrigue that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Next, we will delve into the fascinating journey of Chad Duell, the actor who brought Michael Corinthos to life on ABC's General Hospital, exploring not only his departure from the iconic soap but also the deeper personal transformations and career crossroads that have shaped his path. A new chapter, Life Beyond Port Charles. Chad Duell's exit from General Hospital marked not just the end of an era for Michael Corinthos but the beginning of a profound personal evolution for the actor himself. After more than a decade in the role, Duell found himself at a crossroads, reflecting on the profound changes in his life and career. The decision to leave was not made lightly. It was the culmination of introspection, family considerations, and a desire to pursue new horizons. For Duell, stepping away from the familiar sets of General Hospital was akin to venturing into uncharted territory, a leap that required both courage and conviction. He often described this transition as a life adjustment, emphasizing the necessity of stepping outside his comfort zone to foster personal growth and rediscover his passions. Embracing uncertainty, the emotional weight of change. The period following his departure was marked by both anticipation and uncertainty. Duell openly discussed the emotional complexities of leaving a role that had become so intertwined with his identity. The passing of his father added another layer of poignancy to this transition, prompting him to re-evaluate his priorities and reconnect with his roots in Arizona. He spoke candidly about the challenges of balancing personal grief with professional obligations, especially as a new parent. These experiences, while difficult, became catalysts for self-discovery, leading Duell to contemplate what truly mattered to him, both as an actor and as a father. He articulated the importance of taking time for oneself, acknowledging that sometimes the most significant growth comes from moments of discomfort and vulnerability. The future beckons, ambitions and aspirations. Looking ahead, Duell hinted at a future filled with possibilities. While he left the door open for a potential return to General Hospital, he was equally enthusiastic about exploring new creative avenues. He mentioned plans to embark on personal projects, driven by a renewed sense of purpose that stemmed from his experiences as a parent. For Duell, the future was not just about professional achievements but also about nurturing his well-being spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. He expressed a desire to channel his energy into endeavors that would not only benefit him but also positively impact those around him. This holistic approach to life and career underscored his commitment to authenticity and personal fulfillment. A legacy on screen, Michael Corinthos' dramatic exit. The departure of Michael Corinthos from Port Charles was scripted with high drama, a fire at Sonny Corinthos' office, a harrowing escape, and a subsequent journey to Germany for treatment. This storyline provided both closure and intrigue, leaving fans speculating about Michael's fate and potential return. The character's last appearance, captured in a poignant photograph, served as a symbolic farewell, yet also left the narrative door ajar for future developments. This creative choice reflected the show's tradition of blending suspense with emotional resonance, ensuring that Michael's absence would be felt while keeping hope alive for loyal viewers. Reflections and Revelations. The Podcast Conversation. Duell's candid conversation on the Daily Drama podcast, hosted by his co-stars Steve Burton and Bradford Anderson, offered fans a rare glimpse into his thought process during this pivotal period. He spoke about the impact of his father's passing, the challenges of adjusting to life outside the soap, and his evolving relationship with his craft. The discussion was marked by introspection and honesty, as Duell acknowledged the complexities of navigating grief, career transitions, and fatherhood simultaneously. He emphasized the importance of leaving the door open for future opportunities, recognizing that growth often requires embracing uncertainty and making bold choices. The ripple effect, fan reactions and industry impact. Duell's departure sent ripples through the General Hospital fan community and the broader soap opera industry. Viewers who had grown attached to his portrayal of Michael Corinthos expressed a mix of sadness and support, appreciating both his contributions to the show and his commitment to personal growth. The show's producers, recognizing the significance of his exit, crafted a storyline that honored his legacy while allowing for future possibilities. Industry insiders speculated about potential replacements, storyline shifts, and the broader implications for the show's direction. Duell's transparency about his reasons for leaving resonated with many, sparking conversations about the pressures faced by actors in long-running roles and the importance of prioritizing mental health and family.